Hi all, just doing two catch-up videos, and if you have noticed, yes, I have changed my shirt. I didn't like the other one. So obviously I'm going to talk about Vegas, because I went there quite a couple of fairly early on in the trip, but it was quite entertaining. I spent the first few nights in a place called Henderson, which is like a suburb of Vegas, and purely because a friend of mine, Shane, and she lives nearby, and I said I'd meet up with her, and we did, and we sort of went out and we watched her boy play basketball, which was really good. I really got into it and really quite entertaining, and we sort of went around to these sort of secondary schools, and the schools are amazing. The sort of facilities are fantastic, but then I moved down onto the Strip. And if you've seen the Oceans films, you know what I'm talking about, the things like the Bellagio and all those, the MGM Grand and all things like that. But I stayed down on the sort of first part of the Strip, next to the Luxor and the Excalibur. Now, since I've left, I was chatting to someone yesterday, they said that the Excalibur is quite old. It's about 30 years old, 35 years old, and it's due to be, they're saying they're going to demolish it and build another one. And they're also building another casino there, sort of off the Strip, as they say. But it's just like this different world, from reality, really. During the day, I think most people are just asleep because they've obviously been out partying. They go to the casinos and gamble, but at night it just comes alive, and it's just this throng of bustle and street entertainers and things to see. If you've seen from the pictures, the buildings are crazy, like Paris and New York, and you've got the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, you've got this miniature Brooklyn Bridge, you've got Elvis Presley covered in LED lights singing in the street. It's all very peculiar, but it's worth going for a couple of days, in my opinion. It's worth seeing. I went into the Luxor because they had the Titanic exhibition. People who know me know that I like that and quite a lot, and they had a section of the hull that they brought up, and I really just wanted to see that. But they had all the artefacts they brought up from the seabed. I'm not going to go into it, but there was a case of it, they were grave robbing, but it was interesting. And the Luxor for me was vertigo nightmare, because it is a pyramid if you go online and look at it, and inside all the balconies for the rooms, all the rooms are on the outside, and then it's hard to explain, and it's one of the tallest hotels I've been into, and I just looked up and felt very nauseous and didn't really want to be there any longer. But it was a fantastic building. It has a light coming out the top of it that goes out hundreds of feet into the air at night. It has its own monorail system between 2 or 3 casinos, and all the junctions in Las Vegas have escalators going over them, because they don't want people crossing the street, because obviously traffic would just not work. And also there's it's quite hot, and you do a lot of walking because the Strip's obviously quite long, and you to get one and the other, it takes you a little bit of time, but it's worth going to see. I saw some brilliant artwork in there, and some brilliant photography as well. And there's also the Venetian, which is this crazy building, like on the second floor they've got gondolas and gondoliers taking people up and down this massive shopping precinct. It's crazy. If you like that sort of thing, it's well worth it for a couple of days. After that, it sort of novelty wears off. Did I gamble in the casinos? Well, I'm not a gambling person, but I did go in there and had a go, and I just stuck to basic, like one-arm bandit sort of thing. And yes, I did win money. I actually more than doubled my money. I can't retire on it. I still have to come back and work. So I put in $15 and I got $32 back. So, I paid for my meal in the evening. But as an experience, yeah, I'd recommend it. Go there. It's just mad. And if you saw the pictures from my hotel room, you'll see sort of the views that you can see. So, yeah, go and see it. It's worth a visit for a couple of days.